3 women. 3 punishments. Not for crimes. Not for betrayal. Not even for mistakes. 1 was punished for surviving. 1 was punished for desiring. 1 was punished for thinking. Every punishment maps perfectly to a recognized psychological pattern that modern psychiatry only named in the last 50 years. 3 case files. 3 diagnoses. Let's open them.
3 women punished for existing. In dramatic gold text against a dark background, 3 symbols appear. A flame for Sita. A broken mirror for Surpanakha. A crumbling clay pot for Renuka. Each one a diagnosis waiting to be opened.
Case 1. Sita. Clinical assessment, coercive control and institutional betrayal. She was kidnapped by a demon king. Her husband fought a war to save her. Then the first thing he said when he saw her again was not "I missed you." It was "Prove you're still pure."
Sita walked through fire. A divine test called Agni Pariksha. The flames didn't touch her. The fire god himself testified to her purity. She passed. Ram accepted her back. Then 1 was Herman in the kingdom questioned her honor, and Ram banished Sita to the forest. She was pregnant with twins. The fire proved nothing. No proof ever would.
In modern psychology, this is textbook coercive control. The controller doesn't need evidence of wrongdoing. They need constant proof of compliance. And the proof threshold keeps rising. First it's a fire test. Then it's total banishment over a rumor. The goal was never purity. The goal was power over the question itself.
The DSM doesn't list coercive control as a standalone disorder, but researchers like Evan Stark have documented it as a pattern of domination. Sita's story is 3,000 years old. The pattern hasn't changed. If anything, we're only now finding the words for what she endured.
Sita's file closes. Case 2 opens. And this one is the story mythology tried to bury.
Case 2. Surpanakha. Clinical assessment, victim blaming and the demonization of female desire. She was Ravana's sister. She wasn't a monster. She wasn't a villain. She was a woman who saw a man she found attractive and told him so.
Surpanakha approached Ram in the forest and expressed her desire openly. Ram, already married to Sita, sent her to Laxman as a joke. Laxman cut off her nose and ears. She fled to Ravana bleeding and humiliated. That humiliation triggered Ravana to kidnap Sita. The entire Ramayana war, one of the greatest epics in human history, was set in motion because a woman expressed desire and was mutilated for it.
And here's the part that should disturb you. In every retelling, she's the villain. She's drawn as a demon. She's described as hideous. Her desire is portrayed as grotesque. Modern psychology calls this victim blaming through demonization. When you can't justify the punishment, you rewrite the victim. Make her ugly. Make her threatening. Make her deserve it.
The disproportionate response is the diagnostic marker. She expressed attraction. They removed parts of her face. Then the entire culture blamed her for the war that followed. This is not mythology being primitive. This is mythology documenting a pattern that still happens in courtrooms and headlines every day.
Surpanakha's file closes. The final case opens. And this one might be the most disturbing of all.
Case 3. Renuka. Clinical assessment, thought crime punishment and lethal moral perfectionism. Renuka didn't do anything. She didn't say anything. She didn't touch anyone. She had a thought. An involuntary, private, momentary thought. And her family killed her for it.
Renuka was the wife of sage Jamadagni. Her purity was so absolute that she could carry water in unfired clay pots. One day at the river, she saw a celestial Gandharv and felt a flicker of attraction. Just a flicker. The pot crumbled. Jamadagni sensed the impurity and ordered their sons to behead her. Every son refused except the youngest, Parshurama. He raised his axe and obeyed.
This is thought crime punishment in its purest form. There was no action. No words spoken. No physical contact. An involuntary neurological response, attraction is not a choice, it's a brain function, was treated as a capital offense. The standard of purity wasn't behavior. It was the contents of her mind. No human being can meet that standard. That's the point. The standard exists to guarantee failure.
3 women. 3 punishments. Sita was punished for surviving. The proof of her innocence was never accepted because innocence was never the question. Surpanakha was punished for desiring. Her body was mutilated and then the culture rewrote her as a monster to justify it. Renuka was punished for thinking. An involuntary thought was treated as an executable offense. Every ancient curse in this room maps to a modern psychological pattern. Coercive control. Victim blaming. Thought crime punishment. The sages weren't writing fiction. They were documenting how power breaks people. 3,000 years later, we're just learning the clinical names for what they already knew.